Hello and welcome along to Moss Valley. After a few months, the winter wheat has ripened and it's time to get the combine out and gather it in. Will rain delay our harvest start though? Let's get farming. Our forecast is not looking very promising this morning. We've got 3 hours of rain from about 9 o'clock through to midday. So before I go and get the combine out and start that working, what I want to do is go and grab something from down at the shop. We have all of our vehicles coming up to an inspection next month. We really need to get them all through that, and some of them will even need repairs as well. I think the Landy here will probably be okay as it only has a single damage at the moment. So we're going to pop back up here to the shop. We're going to grab ourselves a repair kit and get that sorted. So we can find them under pallets. They're there. Servicing kit is what we're after. I would prefer it actually if these were... actually things that got consumed rather than just needing to buy one of them. But they are what they are, and I do like this mod. So we'll buy one of those for 500. And then that should be waiting outside here for us. We can then use the shop forklift to grab this and get it done. This electric forklift also needs to be maintained, but the shop can maintain this. We don't need to worry about it. And should be fairly quick to pick up here. I do like it having a forklift at the shop, and I recommend really with map creation that this is something that's added in. It's a very good and useful thing to have. Something like this owned by the shop that then can be used by the shop. Now, will this fit in like this? It might actually. It'll be really close to the back though, so I'm gonna just reorient it and we'll put it on sideways. So in from the side here, lift it up, and then we should be able to push it onto the trailer and have it sit here a little bit easier. So bring it up and on. See if we can center it a bit, and then down. We'll just push this onto the center so that it's a little bit better balanced. Otherwise, the trailer is going to be either back heavy or front heavy. That's got it. Right, let's put this away and get this back up to the farm. And as expected on our way back, here comes the rain. So this is not a surprise at all. We very much thought we were going to end up having this problem. I want to unload this actually into my workshop. We do have a workshop in itself, and I think that would be a very good place to put this. And we can probably get a couple of pieces of equipment in here to get them done. But yeah, perfect place to put this. So let's go grab our telehandler and we'll be able to unload that. We could always also do with doing some washing of our vehicles. I mean, this telehandler is looking very dirty at this point. And we've done a lot with it. So maybe we'll be able to get that done in the near future as well. We do have a, well, actually we do have one, a washing station just beside here. So I might just throw that over it. The trouble is that our yard does have a lot of mud in it. And so as a result, we end up getting our stuff very muddy very quickly. Take our forks in as far as they will go. Easily pick it up with the extending boom. And then this will very nicely slot in here somewhere, I think. Yeah, down. I'm going to go down the right-hand side. Or the left-hand side, sorry. Over here. And place this here. That way, all of this can be done in one place, and we can get everything doing at the same time. In fact, do we actually need to use this telehandler again today? And I don't think we do. So what I'm going to do is park this up here and open up the menu. We'll open the maintenance menu for it, and I want to start an inspection. So it takes an hour. It'll be completed at 10:04, so it'll be done in no time. In fact, I think that with this rain, then let's get the combine over here and get that inspected. I don't think that that's going to be too bad. Or in fact, no, we'll get it inspected at the end of today, because then we'll be able to get it moving. I think the tractor that we're going to use for carting, which is this one here, that is more important right now to get that sorted, because not only is this needing an inspection, it's also very close to being out of action for quite a while. And if we put it out of action today and tomorrow, that would get it ready for the rest of harvest. So we'll stop that there. We'll bring up the menu. We'll start an inspection. And yep, that will be going till 10:14 as well. I wonder if we can fit one more vehicle in this. Let's get the 8340 in there as well, because these are the vehicles that we're most likely to use over the next couple of days. This also has 2 damages, so taking this and the TM155 out of action is at the same time is going to cause us problems during the harvest. Let's see if we are close enough. We're not. So I think what we're going to have to do is wait till one of these is away from that in order to do it. In fact, we might do the carting with this today as it has less damages, and then do the TM155 ready for the bulk of the harvest in a few days' time. So as a result, I'm going to hook this up to the trailer. We won't pull the trailer out yet because I don't want the interior of it getting wet when we're going to put prop into it. But if we hook this up now, we'll be good. And then I think we can put the JCB in for repairs once it's been inspected. We might put the TM155 in as well, but I'd rather not lock everything up and not give us access to that if I can avoid it. While we've got a minute, we can have a look at the state of our productions, which seem to be going fairly well. We've got plenty of water and manure and seeds in the garden, so that's good. That is continuing to produce lettuce. We have used up all of the barley flour in our windmill, so that has now been deactivated. It's created a decent amount of pig food. We actually have 1,500 liters in the windmill, plus several stacks outside of it, so that's going to keep our pigs going for a while. But that means now that our bakery has a fair amount of flour in it. And yeah, 15,000 liters of flour that is working its way through. And our inspection is complete in our JCB. So 2 damages found, so 4 in total. And if we repair all 4 of those, then by the end of today, our JCB will be usable again. It's going to cost us £1,400. So let's repair the damages to that and get that sorted. Similarly, the inspection's complete on the TM155. 2 more damages, so 5 in total on this. And if we go to repair all 5 on those, that will be ready at 8:34 tomorrow morning. So we'll repair those as well. So that means that both of these pieces of equipment are out of action until then. So we'll close the door on those. And if we visit down at the bakery, yeah, we've got 1,000 liters here. So we've got 8,000 liters of bread ready to go, plus the 460 liters that are in there. So that's really good. And with it been doing 48 cycles a month with 90 flour per cycle, we are looking at it getting through 4,320 liters a month of flower. So it's going to take 3 months for it to clear through this, which is pretty good because that means it's doing it for most of our harvest last year. Will be turned into bread before the bread hits its best price of 3,256 in December. So that's really good. I'm very, very happy with that. That is going to make us a lot of money having converted this to converted all of our barley last year to bread. It's just coming up to midday and the rain is beginning to clear, and it's going to clear to clear skies, which is fantastic. So we'll jump in the combine, start her up, and unfold it as well. So we're ready to go. Lift up our header. And this is going to give us a clear run for the rest of the day. I don't think we're expecting any more rain. So as a result, this should mean that we could just easily get going. And once the rain actually finishes off completely, then we can start on this. Let's make sure that we are dropping a swath. Can't actually tell from here. Let's switch on. No. Turn it on like so. Turn on our header as well. The rain has fully stopped. Oh, the one thing I am hoping is that we are not going to get a big pile of mud behind us. We might sink into the field, and I need to be very careful of that. Oh, yeah. Wow. That is not overly happy. But give it a little while, and we should be fine, I think. The straw is actually helping us at the moment. We're on our way, and so up comes the wheat. We're half full by the time we're at the bottom end of the field here, and we've got a pretty good yield off here. It's lower down here because this is a section of silty clay as we get to the bottom of the valley. But in general, we've got a really strong yield off this field, especially at the top end where we've got the full loam. I'm quite happy with how this is going so far. We'll see what this is actually yielding once we've got a full headland done. But at the moment, it's yielding really strongly. And I'm expecting that we are going to have a much better harvest this year than we did last year. We've done a lot more work this year to get that better harvest. And at 2/3 full at this point, yeah, that's looking pretty strong. Slightly concerningly, we're already 84% full coming up this side. And as a result, I think we're going to have to make some space to get a tractor and trailer beside us. Can we get them beside us right now with the combine in the position is? No, that will be over into the other crop. So what I'm going to do is lift my header up. We'll back up here and we'll go and make a bit of space so that we can actually get in. We'll lose a little bit of straw due to this because it'll go into the front of the combine, but I think we should be able to get a tractor and trailer alongside us if we do this right. In fact, oh, that's not far enough. So let's back this out of here, come back a little bit further. I was trying to not destroy too much of the straw, but that's not going to be possible from what I can see here. So cut in here, create a nice little area, and that should be enough space. One of the useful things about making the divide between these two fields this wide is that I'm able to get the tractor to come up it as a track, which is very, very useful when the field is as muddy as it is and we're having to climb the hill. And we'll come over here and we'll get this emptied out. Should take a couple of these, I think. So if we empty this out here, like so, and then, yeah, that will take all of this. We'll just move the tractor and trailer out of the way once it's finished. and then we can continue on with our headlands. 45% full off of that, which is not bad at all. That was about 95% full combine. And we'll just pull this out of the way up here along this track. Yeah, struggling a little bit, but there we go. That's nicely out of the way. Turn the tractor off and we'll continue on. Coming back round to the point we started on this field, and we've got such a strong deep green on here that it's fantastic. The yield is just, we're getting 17 tons a hectare, which is just absolutely fantastic. I am very, very happy with that. And that is going to make a big difference to how much we make this year. We still are chasing this £1 million, of course. And if we can convert all of this into stuff that will make us extra money, so using our windmill to convert this into stuff that will make us a lot more cash, this is going to be fantastic. It's all, though, down to, can our windmill and our bakery actually work its way through all of this crop in time for us to make the most money out of it. Really, I want to try and keep this combine moving, and I think we might have to get Courseplay up and running with it in order to do that. So let's just take this here. We'll get this unloading, and while that's unloading, let's set up a course. I should be able to set a course starting point. Currently not. I thought I could set a well, I can set a starting point for everything else. All right, here we go. So target position we set as this corner, and direction we set as that. Field position we already have. Right, open course generator, number of headlands 3, single tool headland, lands automatic. I'm gonna go longest edge and generate me a course. And unfortunately, that's done the whole field. Right, we've got to define a new course. We've got to define a new field. So we'll draw a custom field. I've left a little gap. You can see it right at the edge there. And the trouble is, because there's that gap there, Courseplay isn't recognizing this field as two separate ones at the moment. So first point, second point, and then round the wavy ends of the field here. Then we've got a nice straight line up to this corner here, round there, and then round the edges here as well. I'm being very rough around the edges at the top there, and we're going to have to go and work through that. But we will save that custom field. Yes. And we need to select somebody at random to name the field after. So let's select the field. We're going to rename it. And congratulations go to KiwiMedic. You have the field named after you. So there we go. Yeah, field 33A is KiwiMedic, and field 33B is a GamingFFC. And now we will edit the custom field, and I'll just get all the points in the right place. And I won't record all of this, or we won't have all of this in the episode, because yeah, this bit can get a little bit tedious. But we're gonna go around. We're going to sort all the points out and make sure that we actually have the edge of the field. Last couple to do, and there we go. That is our course all done, and very, very happy with that. So we can come back out of that now, and I should be able to get this set up with a course, but I think I'm going to have to take the combine up to the top of the field in order to actually do that. The combine is in the start position where we started this field. We're going to go with the same setup we had before. We are now using the custom course of KiwiMedic that is on here. and let's generate a fieldwork course, and that generated that a lot quicker. So let's see if I can just close the generator, and there we go. So that is all good there. We'll get this started down here, and we'll go and tip what we've got on the field. Now, the first load of wheat that we get off the field, I'm immediately going to go and put that into our windmill. We want to get this processing into flour. We want to keep producing the bread from there and sell as much bread as we can by December. We've got several months of this year to actually do this, so there's plenty of time to produce a huge amount of bread, and this means that we should be able to produce quite a bit of bread going into next year as well. And that means that the end of next year, when we come to see whether we've made the million, when we've made enough money for all this, we should be in a position to sell a huge amount of bread and make that money. So back this up here and tip it. And I think that 15,000 is probably about as much as we can fit in this windmill anyway. So actually we can fit 50,000 litres in here. I'm going to activate the wheat flour that also produces pig food. In fact, I think we're at the point where we can probably sell off our pig food mixer, because we're getting enough pig food from the windmill to actually keep the pigs going. And that windmill by Omatana is fantastic. I really, really like it. I think that's going to be one that I employ on more farms, especially as how useful that is, that it produces the pig food for us as well. Combine has just reached 80%, so we'll go around and we'll empty it. It's not going to be the easiest side to empty this on, but at least it should be fairly flat here. And if we get our speed just right, we'll be able to keep alongside it, get it emptied, and yeah, start getting a second trailer full together. And we've got one trailer full off here already. Tipped one trailer full off here already, and we haven't even finished our second headland before we've got our second half a trailer off here as well. That's pretty amazing. Now that we've got two headlands done and it's heading into the third, let's look at the massive yield that we've got on parts of this field. So the top end here, where we've got loam, we are hitting 125% for the most part. Majority of it is 120% or above, which is absolutely fantastic. Looks like the middle section where we've got sandy loam, seems to be that we're hitting 100%, which is really good. So very happy about that. And then where we've got the silty clay at the very bottom of the field, we're sort of hitting 90%, which is more than I could ask for, actually. I'm really quite happy that that is as high as it is. So our whole field is really doing very, very well. And in fact, if we have a look at the total value for 33 at the moment, we're making a decent profit of 62,000 off here from what we've worked. And yeah, that is really good news. This next bit of unloading, I'm a little bit concerned about. We're having to do it uphill, and our tractor is struggling a little bit with the uphill climb. And at the moment, I'm not actually catching up the harvester. We are running at the same speed as the harvester, but the harvester is probably going to stop at some point. In fact, the harvester's slowing down a little bit. We are gradually getting underneath it. Whether we get underneath it before it hits a full tank, that is going to be the question. We seem to be doing all right. We're getting there. Yeah, there we are. We've made it up to the top of the hill, and we've managed to match the harvester's speed without too much hassle. I was very worried that. I think if we'd been in a position where we had to unload on that uphill bit, I think we would have been really struggling to have kept up with the combine and unloaded. That is a nice full trailer though, and we can go and put another 16,500 litres into the windmill. Combine has started cutting in and it's looking fairly full. I'm hoping it's going to make it to the end of this row before it needs emptying. No. Oh, that is really annoying. So we've now got to come in from the far end because it's going to make space for us to empty there before it gets to the end of the road. That was so close. So we'll get underneath here and get this unloaded. And then that will we'll then have to back off and let the combine continue on here. But yeah, it's slightly annoying that it's so close to the end there and it didn't quite have enough space to keep going until it reached it. But at least it's a result of us having a really good yield off here. Yeah, so back this off and then our combine will be able to continue on and we'll pick it up the next time it's full, which should be in a few rows time. Our combine is doing about a third of a tank on every row at the moment. So I think we're going to want to pick up a little way up the next row, see if we can empty. Of course, we're looking at a fairly steep climb with our tractor. So I want to try and get the tractor in position ahead of time so that we can keep things moving as smoothly as possible. We'll drop into 6th gear and down again to 5th. Yeah, that should do it. We'll trundle along a little bit, keep some momentum going, and then as the combine comes alongside, we can empty up the rest of this side here. Nope, our combine is well ahead of us now. There is just no way I'm able to keep with it at the moment. Though we're going a little bit faster now, it's just, it's going to end this row in a moment, and that is not good news. We're going to have to try and get it on the downward slope instead. There we go. We'll top it off on our way down here. It'll be absolutely fine. And we shouldn't get too far down the field before we get what comes to fairly close to being full. In fact, yeah, our combine is empty. So we'll leave that there and we'll go and get this tipped. And this trailer full of wheat we're gonna put in with the chickens and see how they're doing. We've not moved any into our second chicken house yet. Right, let's just change gear a little bit. There we go, and tip the wheat into there. And look at our chickens. Wow, we have got so many that have been born. That's absolutely fantastic. And in fact, we've got these chicks that are worth, yeah, £2 each, £25 for the older chickens. We might actually be able to start selling some chickens off. These ones here that are £25 each, those we could probably sell off without too much hassle. Just see, how much does our coop take? We're at 226. Yeah, we want to be selling off some of our chickens in the not too distant future. And actually, I think when we do that, we can open up the second coop up here, which we currently have no animals in. In fact, that can take 550 chickens. So yeah, we want to be opening up the second coop soon, because that is going to make us a load of money in chickens as well. And it's gone 5:30, so what I'm going to do is just get the combine into the start of this row here so that we know exactly where to start. We'll then take the Courseplay off, reverse it up, and we're not going to get this field finished today, so I'm not going to worry about continuing on. Despite the fact the sun is shining, we do have rain on the way. and it has come really to the end of the day. We will continue into the second day of July, split this over a couple, and I think we'll get some more equipment repaired next time. In fact, we might switch this tractor out for the TM115 and see if that has a better time of climbing the hills. But with our trailer nice and well, with our combine nice and empty, we'll put that back into the crop here, park that there, turn it off, and yeah, we'll go tip this, and that is where we'll leave it for today. So all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.